Welcome, everyone. It's so glad to see so many of you on the training for your Treats and Reads and More 2024. So thanks for being here. We've got lots of information to share, lots of new updates and options for troops and for Girl Scouts to participate and for customers to support your troops through your Treats, Reads, and More. So as Jacqueline said, I'm going to start off with the information and updates on the treats part of the sale. And there are lots of new options in the and more that you will hear about shortly from Doug. As Jacqueline said, I represent Ashton Farms, and we work in partnership with M2 Media to support your council for your Treats and Reads and More program. And hopefully provide all the information and support that you need for a successful program again this year in 2024. Ashton Farms is based in Wisconsin, and that's where all of the nuts and chocolate items that are available for your customers for Girl Scouts are produced and packaged and then distributed out to the area and then on to you by way of your service unit coordinators and on to girls and customers. We have a few pictures here of the state-of-the-art facility in Wisconsin where all of those items are manufactured, and it's all about quality. It's our goal always to provide the best and highest quality and best tasting items for the Girl Scout program in your area. So just a quick recap about last year. There had been some pricing adjustments necessary to offset continued pressure on costs and inflation, but nationally for Girl Scout sales were up a bit. Participation was up, so we saw more girls participating across the board in 2023. The per girl average was down a little bit, but NYPENN pathways, so your council area had another very strong year. Sellers increased, total sales increased, and actually your per girl average increased, and the magazines and more last season increased significantly. So congratulations, you had a wonderful program last year and you're on a roll. So we're hopeful now to continue that momentum into 2024. Now on the screen, you see the nut and chocolate order card. So possibly you've already received this from your service unit coordinator if you're the troop level, or from your troop manager if you're a caregiver. But this is the lineup that has been chosen. Jacqueline and the team look at all the different statistics nationally, regionally, and for your council itself. And select out of the 30 total nut and chocolate products, the 16 that will appear for the in-person offering on the nut and candy and chocolate order card, plus one donation. So it's a great variety of chocolatey, salty, and kind of some snack items too that are available for girls to offer to friends and family, to neighbors, and then have those products ordered directly through the paper order card. This will also represent the exact number of items that are available for the online girl delivered option, which you will hear more about here in a few minutes, and specifically about that process from Doug, where it appears in the M2 system. So the council top sellers for NYPENN Pathways this past year: Peanut Butter Bears, Peanut Butter Again, Trail Mix, Dulce de Leche Owls, Deluxe Pecan Clusters, and Dark Chocolate Caramel Caps. So there's lots of chocolate, lots of chocolate. Customers definitely favor the chocolatey items in the area. So here's a good point to make about chocolate for this coming season. We'll be sourcing the cocoa exclusively from Rainforest Alliance certified farms. So sometimes the Girl Scouts like to learn more about the products that they're offering for customers, and just to gain knowledge about the items and have that information about what they're offering. So this is important as it's a worldwide movement for responsibly sourcing and environmentally responsible sourcing of products such as cocoa. You may see the logo here with the little tree frog in places around the community, such as Starbucks. So there'll be more information posted for girls to have that as part of the learning experience. You may also get the question, are any of the items gluten-free? And the answer to that is yes. So of the 30 total products, 18 are actually gluten-free. And you have the little GF on the package, whether it's a box or a pop-top can or a tin, to indicate that the products are safe for someone with a gluten allergen or sensitivity. That's also reflected on all of the offerings for the online orders. We also provide here the link for all nutritionals and ingredients. So for girls and customers that want to see all the details about a product before ordering it or offering it, that is also available. Now, each season we have, and if some of you are veterans to the treats and reads and more, you know that we have a unique Girl Scout collectible tin each year. And this year's tin is actually the third in a set or a series of three. So we've had two years already of the memory box theme. And this year's tin, again, will be the memory box theme, featuring Girl Scout graphics and images from the time frame 2004 to 2018. The tin is made in the US and is loaded with the milk chocolate mint treasures. So these are an individually wrapped, delicious mint chocolate. And incidentally, if any customers would like to get either or both of the two previous year's tins, they will also be available for online purchasing. Now, the holiday tin is also unique and it's a new design each season. This year we have the Garden Friends, and it's kind of a fun and cute design featuring the cardinal and the squirrel in a winter scene. And in the in-person or the nut order card, it's available with milk chocolate pretzels. And then it's again available online with the milk chocolate pretzels, and the deluxe pecan clusters as an option. And the tin, just like all items that are available, highlight that the products make awesome holiday gifts. So perfect for teacher gifts or neighbors or mail carrier, or anybody that would appreciate a really great tasting, high quality product around the holiday time, because the delivery is perfect for the holiday season. So it's a great opportunity to gain additional sales and orders for girls, for customers that would appreciate something around the holiday time. Now, as I'd mentioned, the order card lineup from time to time moves around with new items, and different statistics prove what could be offered on the in-person order card. And this year we have a new item introduced this year for the first time: honey roasted vanilla pecans. So this is a pop top can, all pecans, and they are honey roasted and then dusted with a vanilla flavoring. So a delicious option, which we feel is going to be one of your more popular sellers this year. We're getting very, very good reviews so far about the vanilla honey roasted pecans. And then a new item that's been available online in the past, so some of you may have ordered this from the direct shipped online option, is butter toasted peanuts. So it's lightly toasted peanuts with a real buttery flavor, but a bit of a crunch. So they're really good. And these are also offered and packaged in a pop top can. So we think this one could be a nice, addition to the variety of sweet, salty, chocolatey stuff that are available for your customers. And incidentally, the two that were replaced on the in-person nut order card were honey roasted peanuts and dark chocolate pretzels with peppermint. So both of those items, if they're one of your favorites, perhaps from the past, they also will still be available for ordering online for direct shipped. I mentioned the Care to Share donation option, and this is really an awesome way for girls to generate additional sales. Customers can support also not only Girl Scouts, but the military through the partnership with Operation Gratitude. Operation Gratitude has been partnering with Girl Scouts and Ashton Farms for many years. They do a really good job of distributing products that are donated out to military personnel. So again, great option for the girls, great option for the customers. There's no shipping cost. The donation is available for in-person ordering and for online ordering. Troops will receive proceeds for any and each of these orders, and girls earn credit toward rewards and patches. And there's even a special Care to Share patch available for girls that participate in the donation option in that part of the program. Now, specifically, as you saw earlier, the nut and candy order card is for in-person sales. Again, neighbors, friends, family that the girl can see face to face. There's also an online component for the nuts and chocolate, and there's lots of other online components that you're going to hear about through your program overall. But when the customers receive an email or a link or a text from a Girl Scout, they'll see the different options on how they can shop. If they select nuts and chocolate, they will then be presented with two options. The first one here on the left, save on shipping costs, we also refer to as the online girl delivered, because the girls are going to deliver these products. They're going to come to you, the girls deliver them to the customer, so there's no shipping cost involved. The customer will see the 16 items that are the same as what's on the order card, plus the donation, pay with a credit card, but not have to pay for shipping because the girl again is delivering those directly. These products will come at the end of the sale at the time of the distribution of all products, including the in-person. Next, on the right-hand side in the purple button references convenience. This we also call the direct shipped channel. And here the customer pays with a credit card, but they're shopping through all 30 of the available nut and chocolate options. So they've got more choices, pay with a credit card, but here they will need to be willing to pay for the shipping to have those products sent directly to them at their home or their business. They will come sooner than the end of the sale because probably within about 5 days or so, they'll receive their order. So for a shopper that orders at the very beginning of the sale, they'll get their box well ahead of the end of the program. So lots of options in terms of the online and any of the online purchases that are made. Everything is automatically populated into the system for reports, transactions, financials, rewards, and patches. For the in-person sales, those will need to be entered in by the parent, the caregiver with the girl, or perhaps even the troop volunteer. And you'll hear from Doug exactly where that option appears within the M2 operating system. Now, I mentioned the shipping for the direct ship channel, and here's the actual shipping cost or shipping chart associated with direct shipped for 2024. So it's similar to the way it's been structured in the past, if you are veterans or you're familiar with this program in past years, in that there is a amount of the shopping cart determines how much the shipping cost will be. So we used to have a range of 1 to 15, 15 to 30, 30 to 45. We determined that there was a very low percentage of customers that ordered in the very small, the 1 to 15, just one or two items, because it was pricey to ship there. The cost was a little high to get just a couple of items. Now we've expanded that tier, which allows for the customer to get more items and pay just about the same for the shipping. So that's the way that works now, and you see how the breakdown is. And we've also eliminated the add-on at the higher level. It used to continuously have an add-on cost incrementally above the 150, and we've eliminated that to take advantage of either combining orders or someone that just wants to buy a whole bunch of nuts and chocolate and have them shipped to them. Now, specifically about the product delivery. For yourselves at the troop level, or even for caregivers that will be receiving the product from the troop leader or manager. Your service unit coordinator will receive the products directly from the delivery companies here in the area between the 18th and the 23rd of November. They will communicate with you when, where and when the items will be available for pickup. But please make sure that you take the time to count the items carefully. There will be a delivery ticket that's going to have specifically the exact number of items that were sold by your girls. So there's no rounding up to the full case or no extras that will be involved. It would be the exact number of cases and individual items for your troop that you will receive obviously provide those to the girls, and the Girl Scouts deliver those to the customers, and it's all complete. So distribute those nuts and chocolate products as soon as possible, and obtain the signed delivery tickets as a receipt at the time of picking up the items.
Okay.
And that's going to finish my section here. So at this point, unless there are things that you'd like me to deal with in the chat, Jacqueline, I'll pass it over to Doug to carry on about the M2 operating system and the additional new product lines.
I think we are good right now, Todd. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
You're on mute, Doug.
I was looking for that unmute button. Sorry about that, everybody. Great job, Todd, and thank you for doing such a great job leading into my part of this. And I appreciate being part of this. Thanks, Jacqueline. Thanks, everybody, for showing up this evening regarding the M2 side of this Treats, Reads, and More program. I'm excited, but before I get started, I'd like to thank everybody because I know that time is valuable and that all of you are dedicating a lot of your time to making sure that the girls have a wonderful experience and that the girls have some success with this program. The more success they do have, the more fun they have throughout the year. And that takes all of you and all that you're doing. So thank all of you very, very much for being a part of this and making this program possible. My part tonight, I'm going to talk a little bit about why this program is successful. I'm sorry, why this program is important and why it's important for all of us to motivate the girls to be part of this program. As Todd mentioned, we'll go over some of the products that we offer through the M2 side of things, and we will talk about the rewards that are part of this program. Then I'm going to show you how easy it is in 3 easy steps and only 7 minutes to get an online store up and running. I will show you what the supporter experiences from when they get the email to when they check out of their storefront. And then we'll go over your experience from the day that you're going to be able to log into the system and some things you could do to manage your role as a troop leader and or a caregiver. And we'll talk about some important dates, our customer service, and then we should be opening up to any questions and answers that have yet to be answered. So without further ado, I want to go over some numbers from our side of things from the last year before we move forward. And that is that 4,240 girls of Girl Scouts and NYPENN created an online storefront last year. And out of those, 96% of them sold at least one item, which is the highest number I've seen anywhere in the country. That tells me that all of you were very successful in helping the girls be successful. You're right there along with them. You showed them how to use the system in the past, how to pick up an order card, and how to gain support from those who were willing to be supportive of this program. Last year, every one of the 4,085 girls that participated in the program sold an average of $291 worth of overall products. That's the nut and chocolate items. That's the magazines, the bark box, the tumblers from last year. And out of those, 78% of the entire PGA came in online. So very easy to create an online store, as I mentioned before. And by doing so, you're going to generate a lot of success because 78% of the overall sales last year came in online. Your troops averaged $1,700 in total sales last year, and of that, 69% of it came in through the online system. So lots of exciting numbers last year, but they all really point towards creating that online store. And not to take away by any means from that order card, but because that order card is very, very important. But I want to stress to everybody that what we're going to go over tonight in my presentation to help make this program successful is get that online store up and running right away and then pick up that order card. And for the duration of the program, use the order card, talk to people, and fill out that order card for sales. It's really super easy and exciting. Now, I'm not going to ask everybody to type in what they thought the mascot was 2 years ago, but I will remind you that it was the Hawaiian monk seal. And last year, And last year it was the ocelot. This year it is the Asian elephant. Lots of learning to go around the Asian elephant. It is much different than the African elephant. And there's lots of interesting information that I encourage all of you to learn and then talk to the girls about it, whether it's at the troop meeting or at home. Talk to the girls about the Asian elephant, the differences between that and the African elephant. Simply go on YouTube and do a couple searches. But the more the girls will learn about the elephant or the animal every year, including the Asian elephant this year, the more that they're going to feel empowered, feel smarter, and when they look at the reward card and see the plush version of that, inevitably there's a good percentage of girls that say, now I want to earn that. And by participating in this program, they can earn it. So mark your calendars because on October 1st, this program is off and running. And that is the first day that the girls can actually get into our system, create an online store, pick up the order card, and then start selling. And there's two ways, as I just mentioned, online and the order card, two ways to participate in this program. And most of the learning comes from doing both of them, as you're going to see in just a little bit, because throughout this program, the girls are always working on the 5 leadership skills associated with Girl Scouts. That is improving their people skills, managing money, understanding and practicing good business ethics, making good decisions, setting goals, and then trying to reach those goals. And a lot of times I ask the volunteers, you know what, instead of me tell you what the girls are learning from the program, when we're in person and we're doing in-person trainings, I go around the room and I say, you tell me what you believe the girls are learning. They raise their hands and they say, we see them building their self-esteem and their confidence. We see them learning email marketing, which is going to help them later in life, managing money, accountability to themselves, to their troops, stepping out of their comfort zone and talking to customers for the very first time, which is a daunting thing when you're a young girl. And then you build the confidence and you see them really get excited about reaching out to the next customer. Responsibility, goal setting, overcoming rejection. Not every girl receives a yes every time they ask for support, and they got to pick themselves up by their own bootstraps and move forward rather than let that rejection set them back. Something we like to see in all girls in all aspects of life. Technology, customer service. They feel empowered participating in this program and so much more. So I always ask, well, how many of the girls tell you, I want to learn to manage money, so I want to participate in this program? And all the volunteers laugh and say, well, actually, nobody does that. I said, well, then why else do the girls participate? And they say, it's fun. There's patches, there's rewards. And why do all of you participate? Because it's a lot of great early funds for our troop. You know, if we use the numbers from last year, $228 by creating their online store was realized by each girl that participated last year. That equated to $34 in proceeds. When the girls did both the online and the order card, their proceeds came in at an average of $44. It's very easy. The troops earn 15% of all sales throughout the entire program. And then those troops that do qualify to opt out of receiving rewards can get an extra 5%, bringing their overall proceeds up to 20%. Girls with a higher PGA can earn up to 20%. And then if they opt out, they get even more proceeds. So please always remember, the more proceeds your troop brings in, the more activities. And if you can get every girl to go ahead and create that online store right away, pick up that order card, your proceeds and the amount of activities you enjoy throughout the year will continue to go up. I mentioned before, you can claim an online store. What do I mean by that? We've built an online store for every Girl Scout in America already, including every Girl Scout at the Girl Scouts of NYPENN. All they need to do is follow 3 easy steps. It takes about 7 minutes to claim one and then to customize it. And based off of last year, remember, that generated $228 in online sales with only 7 minutes worth of effort. If you have a troop that has 10 girls, that equated to $342 in proceeds last year. So very easy, lots of great rewards that come with it. Keep saying 3 easy steps that take 7 minutes. Well, step number 1 is to simply go to the URL and click on create an account. We ask for some simple information, caregiver's first name, last name, an email address, and for them to create a password. We ask for the girls' troop number, their name, and for them to ask 3 simple questions about what Girl Scouting means to them, what their goal is, and what the troop plans to do with the money. That entire process takes a minute. Then step number 2 is for them to create their online salesperson, or as we call it, their avatar. Creating their avatar and making their avatar sound like themselves by them recording their own voice takes only about 4 minutes. And they go on to the last step of simply entering email addresses into the system. Now, the really cool thing is girls that participated last year and entered email addresses, all of those email addresses will be waiting for them in this third and final step already. So they can simply click on the button in the bottom right-hand corner if they see all the email addresses they put in before, and their store will be open. Now, a lot of girls will want to put in more email addresses because usually more email addresses means more success. And it's really super easy to enter those. I'm going to show you the girl experience and we'll go over this a little bit more in detail. But all 3 of those steps can take 7 or less minutes and get the store up and running very easily. So it's very easy to do so. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of learning that goes along with this. Tons of entrepreneurship that the girls will enjoy. Patches, the rewards, all of those early funds resulting in more activities throughout the year. Lots of great reasons for us to motivate every single girl to go ahead and participate in this program. So Todd mentioned all the delicious nuts and chocolates available through the Ashton Farms, and we have other products that are available through the girls' online storefront. And those include magazines that has been part of this program for decades and still very popular. We have software built into the system so that customers that bought a magazine subscription in last year can easily renew that magazine subscription, since our system holds all of the details of that subscription already. So they can quickly renew that same subscription. We introduced last year Tervis tumblers, and the sales went really, really well. So we brought those back again this year because that relationship with Tervis went very well as well. There are hundreds of different varieties available, from different designs to the insulated plastic tumblers and to the stainless steel versions of those tumblers. The prices stayed the same and the shipping costs are very affordable. When a customer buys 1 tumbler, they can get it shipped to them for only $7.99. When they buy 2 or 3 in the same shopping experience, they get the second and the third first shipped to them for only $5.99 extra each. And if they go ahead and they say, hey, family, I'm going to be ordering all our tumblers. Which ones do you want? How many do you want? And they can get 4 or more. The 4th, 5th, and beyond are added to the box and shipped for only an extra $1 per item. Please ignore the actual troops earn 10% from this, because troops earn 15% of all sales. So that was a typo. I apologize for that. Todd mentioned and highlighted all the delicious items from Nuts and Chocolates. They're available on the order card as well as through the M2 system that the girl creates her online store. And then we also introduced BarkBox last year. This went so well that GSUSA actually sold out of BarkBox temporarily, had to reorder them, and then ship those a little bit later after the program ended. Well, they have fixed that. They have said, you know what, we have enough inventory for the entire year, including extra items from last year. When these sell out, they'll just simply disappear from the storefront. But if you missed it, or if your dog loved it, feel free. Get online on October 1st and buy up as many of these mini bark boxes as possible. Inside it are the green beret with the squeaky toy and a canister of the delicious Berry Trio dog treats. Debuting for the first time this year, the 2024 mini bark box that has the Berry Trios and a new squeaky toy. Actually, it's 2 squeaky toys in one, because what you'll find is that marshmallow actually detaches from the stick. So the dogs will enjoy chasing around 2 different toys and squeaking them. And then they took that one, added 2 more squeaky toys to it for a third bark box. 3 squeaky toys and the Berry Trios for $27.99. Shipping's very affordable and subsidized by BarkBox. When you buy 1 BarkBox, you can get it for only $5 in shipping. You get 2, it's $5 each for each of those, meaning $10 total shipping. and they cap it at $10. So if you want to buy 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as many as you want to, you're only going to pay a maximum of $10 shipping for all of them that you buy in the same shopping experience shipped to the same address. There's a few different things that I want to point out that are brand new this year, including a new icon on the girls' dashboard saying supporter thank you. When the girls click on the supporter thank you, they're going to have the opportunity to customize a thank you email that will automatically be sent through our system to every supporter. All she has to do is customize or she can authorize the preset body of this email, or she can go ahead and edit it to her liking and then simply hit update. Once this supporter thank you email has been activated by the girl, our system will automatically send it to every single supporter, regardless of when they come in and do the shopping at her own site. We believe this is going to, first of all, impress every customer with the gratitude that is expressed through the email, as well as garner more support next year when the girl reaches out to that same supporter for support next year when she participates in this program. We have updated the girls' business cards with a QR code, making it a lot easier for customers to use their phone to scan that QR code that takes the customer directly to that specific girl's storefront right on their phone. Very easy shopping for those. So this year, really encourage the girls to print out their business cards, hand them out. The more they hand out, the more success they will have. And then we made a mistake last year. We realized partway through the program that the high percentage of customers that were only shopping for one product. And we realized this was happening because after the customers checked out of their storefront or checked out of their shopping cart, they had nowhere to go. So what we did was we have created a new page that every single customer will land on when they check out, which is what you see on the screen. Once they check out, they will be able to see all the other products available and right away click on those products to start shopping for even more support. We believe this will drastically increase the percentage of customers that shop at more than one storefront and thus increase, without the girl having to do anything more, increase the sales that she gets. Now look in the upper left-hand corner of this box because the customers can simply print the receipt if they want to, as well as there's a new box that says, please allow my first name and the first initial of my last name to be placed on the girl's storefront as a top supporter. So we didn't really realize what we were doing at this point other than just letting the girl know that, hey, listen, you have some great top supporters. But few of the volunteers started to smile when we told this in-person training, and I kind of asked them, what are you smiling about? They said, do you have any idea the family competition that's going to result from these names being put on the girls' storefronts? Those uncles and those aunts, they're all vying to be the most popular of the aunts or uncles in the girl's life. And I thought, you know what? You're onto something we didn't know we were onto. So this is really exciting that maybe what's going to be happening from this. Now we're going to go over into the rewards real quickly and show you. And then in some of the rewards, there's some distinctions where the girls sell nuts and chocolates and they get specific rewards, or they sell M2 items or mags and more as listed on the order card. And the mags and more, just so all of you know, or the M2 items are the tumblers, the bark box, and the magazines. So let's talk about the rewards. First of all, they can receive the Embrace Possibility patch simply by selling 15 nut and candy items, either online or through the order card. Once they have sold 15, they will automatically qualify for the Embrace Possibility patch. They can get the Elephant patch simply by creating their storefront and entering 18 email addresses into the system. Now, that means that, yes, they can get that Elephant patch without selling one item. They can round out the entire scene with the 2024 patch by getting up to only $150 total of combined sales, which is very easy to do in the system as well. When they receive all three patches, look how exciting that is to put onto their uniform. There's more patches they can get. They can get the Goal Getter patch when they get up to 350 total sales. They can get the Super Seller Mags patch when they sell only 3 M2 items. Again, those are the magazines, the tumblers, or the bark box. And they can get The super seller patch when they get up to $1,000 in total sales. There's the avatar patch. Now remember, step number 2 of the 3 easy steps it takes to open up the online storefront is to create the avatar, and they can get that a patch again this year with their avatar on it. At the top of the patch, they can select to have their first name, their nickname, or their initials, and then they can select between the 2 backgrounds that you see on the left-hand side. And remember, once they earn the patch, it will be put into production and mailed directly to the girl's house. All they need to do to earn the patch is launch their online store with 18 email addresses of family members, friends of the family, people the parents work with. Then they can share a link to their storefront one time. And then when they sell $325 in total sales, they have met all 3 criteria that it takes to earn that patch. The cookie crossover patch on the right-hand side is another avatar patch they can earn through this program. All they need to do in the fall program, the one that we're talking about, Treats, Reads, and More, is to simply enter 18 email addresses when they're creating their online store and then share a link to their storefront via social media or texting out. And they've crossed off the criteria for the Treats, Reads, and More. At the end of Treats, Reads, and More, our system will send the girls that met those 2 criteria an email congratulating them and put a picture of this patch in the email and then say, all you need to do now in the upcoming cookie program is enter 18 email addresses into the digital order card and then sell only 60 digital order card packages in the upcoming cookie program. Once they satisfy those criteria, their patch will again be put into production and mailed directly to their homes. There's another patch, and Todd had mentioned this. It's the Care to Share. Todd mentioned what Care to Share is. They can earn donations through their order card or through the site, and when they get 5 sweet support donations, they're going to earn the Care to Share patch. Now, besides earning the 2024 patch for $150 in total sales, they will also earn a set of theme stickers. We had theme stickers in the program last year, and the girls loved them. We got so many requests. Can you please do stickers again? These go on water bottles, on folders, all over the place. And these are really fun for the girls. So a whole set of 6 themed art vinyl stickers that are 3-inch in diameter will be included at $150 in total sales. Now, there's also for the 3+ M2 items, not only do they get the Super Seller Mags patch, but they will get the charm bracelet. And they will be able to add the charm to the bracelet when they get up to 5 M2 items. When they get up to $200 in total sales, they will have the elephant patch, plus they will get the themed necklace. That has the elephant on one side and the Embrace Possibility theme on the other side. They get up to $350 total sales. They'll add to all of their rewards the Goal Getter patch, as well as the elephant plush. When they get up to $550, they will add to their prizes, all of the ones you just saw, the Embrace Possibility t-shirt. And in the system, they'll be able to select what size they would like. $750 in total sales. They'll add to all of those a choice. They will get a choice between the queen size portable theme mat, which is waterproof. They can lay it on dewy grass. The dew, the water, the moisture does not come up from the bottom. It folds down and Velcros into a really nice carrying case that they can take on sleepovers and put their sleeping bag on, and keep all of their stuff nice and clean. It is a really neat item, and it is queen sized, as you'll see in a second. Or they can forego that item for $25 experience credit with the Girl Scouts and NYPENN. Now, when I say that theme mat is queen sized, we had some friends at a different council that says, this thing is so big, you need to take a picture so every volunteer, every caregiver can see how big this theme mat is. So when the girls earn it, they're going to want that. When they get up to $1,000 in total sales, they'll get the Super Seller patch, as I previously mentioned, as well as the Rosamond Elephant Experience or a $50 experience credit through the council. At $1,250 sales, they'll add to all of those items the Cascade Indoor Water Park 1-day pass for the Girl Scout and a caregiver. and $1,500 in total sales, they'll get $125 GS NYPENN experience credit. So allowing them to really be able to cash in on some really cool experiences that are provided by the council throughout the year. So check out all of the rewards on the back of the order card, as well as in the girls' online storefront from their dashboard on an icon that says physical rewards. All of these are listed with the criteria, and our system, when the girl earns it, will put a earned banner across every reward level she's earned, and then even prompt her if she gets the t-shirt or she gets to a level where there's a choice, we'll prompt her to make that choice in the system, making everybody's job even easier and reminding her that, hey, you get to pick your rewards. So let's talk about the online girl experience, because I've referenced it several times where it takes 3 easy steps and only 7 minutes to get started. The girls can go to the home page that you see on the right-hand side 2 different ways. They can go ahead and click on a link in the email that's going to go to all caregivers on the first day of the program, October 1st. When they click on the link, they'll land on the homepage that you see on the right-hand side, or they can simply type in gsnutsandmags.com/gsnipen into their browser to land on the same homepage. Now, don't worry about it, because part of the materials that are handed out is this blue M2 flyer. And step number 1 reiterates that actual URL. So they follow step number 1, they land on the homepage, and they can get started. The email that's going to come to them, come to all the caregivers, will be generated actually by the troop leaders in the system when I go over your experience. They'll be able to click on the link down at the bottom of the email to log in. And this is where they will land. Now, a couple things about the entire site is it can be transformed into Spanish with one click of the button in the upper right-hand corner. And then it can be transformed back with one more click of the button back into English. But the girls are going to start by clicking on create an account. And after the 3 easy steps in 7 minutes and their online storefront being open, every time they log back in after that, they can come back to the same page and simply click log in. You all can log into this site after you have logged in for the first time from the email invite that you're going to get, and I'll show you about that. But every time you want to log in to manage your site, you can go ahead and click on Visit Admin Site from the same URL the girls go to. But let's go back to the girls creating their storefront for the first time. Our system's simply going to ask for the zip code to verify they're in the right footprint at the Girl Scouts of NYPENN. Then we're going to ask for the caregiver's first name, last name, email address, and for them to create their own password, because that email address and password is what they'll use to log in every time hereafter. That'll start step number 1. Now, all the information I'm giving you is reiterated in a caregiver training video that will start playing right when you land on this page. However, you can pause it if you want to and move forward with simply entering your troop number. There's going to be some times when people don't remember their troop number, and that's okay. They can click on, I don't know my troop number, and go to the next part, which is typing in their last name. Our system will pull up all the Girl Scouts that have been uploaded in the system with the same last name, allowing that Girl Scout to select her name. We then give her the opportunity to type in a nickname if she would like to be addressed by that nickname. And then we simply ask 3 easy questions. What does Girl Scouting mean to you? And as you see, there's 5 drop-down answers that she can pick from, and then go ahead and confirm what her goal is, and then type in what her troop plans to do with the money. Now, if you're a troop leader and you haven't had this discussion, please have this discussion as soon as possible, because on October 1st, this is when the girls will be asked this question. What does your troop plan to do with the money? The reason we ask the girls these 3 questions is we create a paragraph for the customer to read from her storefront, telling the customer, why this is important to her, what her goals are, and how she benefits from the program. And we believe, and history has shown, that the more the customers understand about her motivation, the more they want to support her. That's the end of step number 1, which took all of a minute or less. Step number 2, as I mentioned before, use all the attributes listed on the right-hand side to make the avatar look like herself. After she walks away from the computer, this avatar, we call it her salesperson, is going to do a lot of the work for her. But she can also record her own voice. Once she is done making the avatar look like herself, encourage her to record her voice by clicking on the purple Record Now button. Bringing up this window with a sample script, or encourage the girls to create their own script. Practice reading it, hit the record button, and if you mess up, it's okay. You can re-record your voice. Once you're happy with it, our system will take her voice, add it to the avatar, and step number 2 is all done. That took about 4 minutes. Now, we do have an optional step in the middle here where the girls can create more success for themselves by uploading their own photo or a video that they create talking about the program, maybe highlighting all those yummy Ashton Farm chocolate items that customers tell us are the top 5 items, so that the customers can really start to salivate and get excited about buying items to support the girl. Or they can go ahead and skip this step and come back to it later, thus going to the final step. Now, remember, I told you all the girls that participated last year and the email addresses they put in will be waiting for them on this page already. And all they really need to do is go to the lower right-hand corner and click Launch Your Campaign. But some girls are going to want to put in more email addresses, or this is the first time participating. So here's how easy it is to put in email addresses. Certainly you can type them in one by one, but listen to this. We put these icons across the top, and they match up with most people's email systems. When they click on the one that matches theirs, our system has software that'll go ahead and grab all the email addresses, put them together in one window with the ability to check off which ones they want to add. And with one more click of the button in the lower right-hand corner, making sure that there's no typos, that our system will allow them to add all the email addresses with that one click of the button into this page. They can select which ones actually have the ability to buy items that will be girl delivered, or they can simply leave that turned on for every customer. And then simply go ahead and click Launch Your Campaign. Once they launch their campaign, just like that, their storefront is open for business. And we drop them onto the ability to share a link to their storefront. Remember, that's one of the criteria for the personalized patch. If they click on Share on X, which is formerly Twitter, or on Facebook, or even copy the link to their clipboard so that they can text it out to people, that crosses off that criteria. After they've done that, we allow them to design their own patch for the first time. They can go ahead and select their first name at the top, their initials, their nickname. They can leave the patch to be in the boat scene or switch it over to the mountain scene, and then provide their mailing address. Now, I just want to make sure everybody understands. None of the email addresses, none of the mailing addresses are used for any type of promotional purposes outside of this program. We have signed an agreement that says we do not sell this information. This stays part of this program and will always only be used for this program. So just to make everybody feel comfortable, the girl goes ahead and puts in her mailing address, and then once she earns it, this is what the patch looks like, and that's what the envelope will look like when it arrives in her mailbox with the patch inside. We go ahead and congratulate the girl by giving her an image of the patch that she earned, simply by putting in email addresses and allowing her to then manage her program. Now look at, this is her dashboard, and I highlighted these 2 things for a learning opportunity. Have a discussion with the girls, because we're always trying to teach them some things about business, right? So ask the girls, tell them that first of all, their goal can be seen on their storefront by all their customers, and as well as their progress towards their goal. Now ask them, if they set their goal at $350, but they sold $400 worth of product, and a customer comes to their storefront and sees that they exceeded their goal already, what do you think that customer is going to do? A lot of the girls will say, well, the customer will turn right around and not buy anything. More than likely, they're right. And we don't want that to happen for the girls, because she worked hard to get that customer into her store. So there's a real easy way to always update their goal. And that's by clicking on the link that you see circled underneath her avatar. When she clicks on it, she can go ahead and highlight in the middle of this page her old goal, type in a new one, and then at the bottom of the page, click update. And instantaneously, it'll be seen on her storefront by future customers. Caregivers with more than one Girl Scout in the family can add another Girl Scout without having to create a whole new login. They can simply click on the icon, create another profile for another Girl Scout, and then by clicking Your Girl Scouts at the bottom, can manage which ones, can choose which ones to manage at that time. There's an icon that says manage paper orders, and encourage all of your girls to put their paper orders into the system before the end of the program. It'll make your job a lot easier. If they go ahead and click on manage paper orders, they're going to see the ability to type in how many items they've sold on their order card. This is really the only thing that needs to be entered in the system, because all the other sales that occur online are already in the system. They don't have to do anything with those. But the order card sales, because they're in person, they're on paper, the girls have to tell us how many items they have sold and to deliver back to them. So this will always be a running total, by the way. Type in how many you've sold early on in the program. If you add more sales to it, just update that with your total sales sold for each category. They can click on an icon that says emails and see all the email addresses that were put in the system and a colored dot next to each email address. Look at the bottom to see what those colored dots mean. Maybe it means, maybe it's blue and somebody purchased something from you, and the girl can reach out to Uncle Doug in this case and say, Uncle Doug, I saw you bought something from me. Thank you so much. You know what a thank you does to make people really feel good about their support and to want to support in the future. They can add more email addresses in from this page and update throughout the program. There's a reports tab or a reports icon they can click on to see all of their sales and how many in each category they've sold. Really informative information, so the girl can again see if they've got any girl delivered orders, how many they sold of each category, and whether or not they've received different rewards. There's the new supporter thank you icon. Again, when they click on it, our system will say, hey, let's get started. Here's what the email reads right now. Would you like to update it? And then at the bottom, they can activate it. Once they activate it, it is ready to go automatically. And every supporter from that thereon will get that thank you email. They can update the body of that if they want to at any time. Maybe as the program's moving forward, weeks down the road, they can type in some new type of thank you if they really wanted to. We built some really cool business bonus tools into the system, including door hangers and business cards that are already pre-made with the girls' information on it. All they need to do is click on the icons to see the business cards or the door hangers. And on the right-hand side, if they were to text out links to their storefront, that's what's going to appear on the person's cell phone that receives the text message from her. They can use the icons on here to update their personalized patch or their avatar, or to upload that campaign video if they skipped through that optional step when they were going ahead and creating their storefront initially. They can see an avatar room with digital rewards that we reward to her for doing things that we know are going to make her more successful. There's lots of digital rewards available that start off as question marks. And if she wants to click on a question mark to see what it takes to earn that specific digital reward, our system will go ahead and tell her what it takes to earn that specific digital reward. There's also the troop photo in this digital room for her. You have a troop photo on your troop dashboard right by your avatar, but the girls come in here to find theirs. When they click on it, they'll be able to see all the avatars of the girls in their troop as well as your avatar. Be creative, have fun with this. Maybe at the end of the program, download this, have it printed on mugs and give each girl a mug with each of their avatars on it. Or go ahead and put it on something like what other troops do. And, you know, they make t-shirts, lots of fun ideas of how to utilize that troop photo to create some fun and excitement around this program so it continues to grow year after year. And all of the physical rewards that we saw earlier are located right underneath this icon called physical rewards. They can manage it, they can see it, they can pick their sizes, they can pick the rewards at whatever level they've earned. They can share their site throughout the entire program, update their profile, as well as see the top sellers in their troop any day, real time throughout the program. So that is really the girl experience. It's easy to get started. It's easy to manage. It's very user-friendly and a lot of fun. So let's talk about what the customers will see. So the customers, oops, this is for the volunteers, my apologies. The volunteers, so all of you, what's going to happen is you're going to log in for the very first time. And when you do, you're going to be given a troop training video. That troop training video is going to tell you exactly how to utilize all of the links on your dashboard. And Those links on your dashboard are going to help you manage this program. It's very user friendly, but it just is very helpful reminders of how to utilize those links. After you've watched it for the first time, if you forget, if you need some extra refresher, there's a link on your dashboard where you can re-access that video. We're going to ask you to update your profile, and we're going to prompt you to go ahead and activate what's called the parent adult email campaign, as well as create your avatar. Now, in our system, once you've activated the parent adult email campaign or created your avatar, we'll no longer prompt you every time you log in. But when you click on parent adult email campaign, this page will come up listing all of the email addresses of the caregivers in your troop, allowing you to simply click the button that says send and continue. Now, even if you click and send and continue on the first day that you're in the system, but the program doesn't start till October 1st, not to worry. The emails won't leave the system until October 1st, first day of the program, announcing the program has started. You can access that campaign from your dashboard as well later on after you've activated for the first time, and see the email that is going to go out to all the parents. You can add more contacts throughout the program so that more and more caregivers are notified that the program is up and running, so that they can provide support to the Girl Scout and help them get that online store up and running. You can see which caregivers have opened up the email, and if you want to, you can resend those emails with the button to the left, where it will land right back on their inbox. And there's the color key to tell you what all the different colored dots mean for every email address in the system. You can log into the system, as I mentioned before, by going to the same URL that the girls go to and simply click on Visit Admin Site to get into the system to manage your role. And then you could switch roles by clicking in the upper right-hand corner. If you manage more than one troop or you have different roles, you can go ahead and click on that without having to log out. When you do, we will simply say, click on Change Role, display the roles that are assigned to you, and allow you to select which one to log into next. You can use a messaging system by clicking on Send Messages. It's a really awesome system that allows you to communicate down to all the girls in your troop, allowing you to send a quick message without having to create an email, wondering what all the email addresses are. You use our system and you simply type in the body of the message, hit send, and it will go out to whatever specific group of girls in your troop that you'd like to, or all of the girls. There's a link that is not on your dashboard starting October 1st, but it will be on October 31st after council goes ahead and submits their order. This delivery ticket link will appear on your dashboard after the order has been submitted to Ashton Farms, allowing you to access delivery tickets by product, by rewards, and by your troop or by your girls. You can simply generate those. They come up on the screen, print them off, and they're there for you to be able to reference when you're passing out items to each of the girls. Use them as the receipts. So print 2 of them for each girl. I'm going to keep one after you sign it and let me know that everything on this list is what you walked away with. You get to keep yours to verify that everything is on there as well. And the rewards icon is available on your dashboard as well. That's where you click on to be able to help the girls select rewards that maybe they haven't selected themselves, or if they want to change the reward after they've been locked out of the system. Lots of different things and ways that you can help the girl be successful in this program. You can track all the payments that you get from the girls. There's an icon, or there's a link on your dashboard that says banking and payments. And when you click on it, you can click on the image that you see down in the right-hand side, add a girl payment. It will then ask you which girl do you want to log a payment for, and it will give you a screen that simply says what date was the payment made, how much was it made, how did they pay you, any simple notes that you want to put in there about the payment, and it will take that payment and apply it towards what they already owe you and show you a final balance of what they owe from there on out. And like I said before, you can earn a volunteer patch as well by simply going ahead and activating the parent adult email campaign. And then when your troop reaches $2,000 in sales, you will have solidified both criteria. Your patch will go into production and be mailed directly to your home automatically. So let's go over the important dates before we move forward. And I hand it over regarding deliveries and everything else. Caregiver training date, of course, today, but the early access. So that email that you're going to get inviting you into the system for the first time is September the 24th, where the program begins on October 1st. Remember, you can activate the parent adult email campaign starting the first day you get into the system, which is possible on September 24th, but the emails will go out on October 1st. The last day to make any changes to your delivery addresses will be October the 15th. And that's more for the service units, of course. And then the last day for all in-person orders and for the girls and families to get their in-person orders into the system will be October 29th. The deadline for all of you to help enter any orders into the system on behalf of the girls and the caregivers is also the 29th. And then the service units will have one extra day to help all of you get any missing orders or changes into the system before, as you saw before, on October 31st, the order gets submitted to Ashton Farms. The last day for all online direct shipped orders will be November the 12th. And then the girls can make their reward choices up to and through November 14th. And the ACH withdrawal will take place on December the 11th. So with that, I'm going to hand it on over to Jackie to talk about a few more slides, and then we'll wrap up.
Thank you so much. There actually is just a quick correction on the ACH date. I'm just triple checking my calendar that it is the ACH for Just Troops is actually the 13th of November. So I will type that in here just so that we have it. So my troops, so delivery week is set for the week prior to Thanksgiving. We were kind of going back and forth to figure out the correct timing of the program to have the product delivered, and it will arrive right before Thanksgiving, which is awesome. That means anything that your customers ordered for the holiday season will receive that before the holiday season. Your coordinator for your service units will share that with the troops as to when the delivery date and time and location will be. So troops, remember to communicate with your caregivers and let your caregivers know the date and time as well. And everything must be signed for. So everybody who touches a product must sign for a product and count and recount before leaving with your product. If there's any damages or shortages, please notify caregivers, notify your troops notify your service units right away. That way we can find out where the missing or damaged items are and replace them as needed. And then remember to deliver your product to your customers right away so they can enjoy their delicious goodies that they have just purchased from their favorite Girl Scout. So for the supplies, every Girl Scout will receive one order form, and it looks like this. It's beautiful. Oh, you can't even see my picture. My screen's blurry, but it is beautiful. Doug showed it earlier. It's colorful. It's very informative. It has a lot of wonderful information on how to earn each of the reward levels. And on top of that, everybody should get their M2 flyer. It is a two-sided colorful flyer. I'm going to try to show you a little bit. Looks like that. It does show it is for one per caregiver. So this is kind of like the caregiver guide to show the caregiver what the girls can do to get into their site. There's the QR code that brings you right to our online site, the M2 site, and information about the crossover patch, the proceed levels, and some of the important dates. And then also the money envelope is always a good way to keep everything organized if you take cash or check from customers. And then on top of that, you also have the health history form. This is a blanket form that will also cover your Girl Scouts for the cookie program as well. So make sure you have that completed and give that to your troop leader and hold on to that for the entire membership year. And then some really awesome breaking news. For those that attended our kickoffs we had just a few weeks ago, which seems a lot longer than a few weeks ago, but we had these wonderful kickoffs. At the kickoffs, we shared the news that we are offering an opportunity for troops to host booth sales this year during the election day on November 5th. So this is really exciting. There's information right on our website, and I'll put the link right in our chat box, but everything is on our website. So what happens is troops can work together to see if they want to set up at a polling place. If you do not want to set up at a polling place, you're welcome to set up at a local business within your service unit. I would ask that you do stay away from any of the partners that we have for the cookie program, such as malls and Walmarts within our NYPENN footprint. But you can go ahead and order select products. So it's not all 16 items on the order card. It's mainly our top items that Todd discussed and some of the tins. And you can actually return any of the unsold product. This is very exciting. This is something we've never done before, but we have heard it is very successful for other councils. So we're figuring we're going to give it a try. There is a deadline, a very firm deadline that all the orders have to be in by. So that's October 6th, because we have to get this order into Todd's hand right away so that we can get everything into our service centers for pickup in time for Election Day booth sales. And there is a jot form on the form, so I will put that in the chat box shortly. So I think it's going to be a really good time. We've had some troops that have already signed up to do these booth sales. All right. Oh, we had one more slide, Doug. I think we're missing a slide.
What did I do?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Did I accidentally delete a slide that you're looking for?
I maybe, but if you give me 2 seconds, I can show my slide. It's another really exciting thing because it is something that we will be sharing later on, like closer to the start of the program, but we wanted to give everybody a quick little sneak peek of it tonight. Hold on. Do you have it or no? No? I'll show it. Hang
Oh, I
tight.
don't have it. Do you have it on the screen?
Yep, give me 2 seconds.
I apologize.
Don't worry. No problem.
Jacqueline, while you're looking for that, there was one question in the chat that I am not equipped to answer. And that is whether or not there needs to be approval for girl delivery. If the girl orders girl delivery, that was one of the questions that was in the chat.
Well, let me, you
It
want
says,
me to
do
answer that
adults
question?
have to approve? Yeah.
Okay, so it's a little different than cookies. The system, and we've never had this, and we really haven't had any problems with it. If a girl does receive a girl delivery order and is unable to make that delivery, she can easily call us, and that's a good, perfect screen to put up for her. She can easily reach out to us at customer service and say, I can't deliver this. It's too far away for whatever reason. I don't want to see the person, whatever. Will you please delete that order out of my system? Sometimes our customer service may even reach out to that customer and say, look, it's just not possible for her to deliver it. Would you like to convert this over to a paid order? I'm sorry, a shipping order, direct shipped to your house. And sometimes the customer will say, sure, I don't mind. But they don't have to approve the order before it goes through.
Thanks, Doug.
You're welcome.
All right. So this is something that we are very excited to share with everybody. So you were going to hear it first. So every year I think for the past 2 or 3 years, we've had these giant plushes that we give away each season. But we typically show them right when the program starts. So everybody here, you are hearing this first. We have 5 amazingly large, gigantic, adorable plush elephants to give away this year. And we are going to show you this year's first drawing, which is, hopefully my screen will go to the next slide. Here it is. So starting at the day 1 of the program through October 8th, any Girl Scout that uses the M2 site to launch their online campaign, create the avatar and send out 18 emails and share their storefront by text, private Facebook, or X accounts will be entered in to win one of 5 giant elephants. And this is so super exciting. So it's literally the most simplistic way in this program to participate. You'll be entered in automatically for this amazing drawing. And then you actually double your chances if you sell $250 or more during that first week of the program. So we have 25 girls that will win their chance to go to V3, which is back this year, which we're very excited about. And all they have to do is do the criteria listed above. So they have to do their M2, launch their site, their campaign, their avatar, 18 emails, and share their online storefront and sell $250. And 25 girls that do that will be entered in, there'll be 25 girls that'll be pulled to enter in for the V3, which is really exciting. It's in New Hartford this year. We can't wait. But any girl that does that first part will be entered in to win one of the giant elephants. Very, very, very exciting. So you heard it here first. If somebody already paid for V3, we'd be happy to refund you for that. No need to worry about that. You are welcome. I do have one question, Doug. I want you to clarify this for me. Catherine Booty, she just wants to know if there's an actual printout that shows the girl delivery orders and who gets what. I know that there's that, I can't remember the correct term. I think it's just the sales report that shows what each customer purchased for girl delivery, but I didn't know if there was an actual, like, an official report for that.
Under reports, they will be able to go ahead and click on a tab that says girl delivered items. And they're going to be able to see the customer's name. And I don't know if they see exactly what they purchased. I think they might even see. I should know this, but I don't. I'll be honest with you. But under reports, go to girl delivery and all the information that is available about that order and that customer will be easily visible to that family.
Awesome. So money for the polling places will be cash or by the troops form of electronic money gathering like Venmo or PayPal or any of those things. It's up to the troop to decide how that is taken. And then we will ACH the money back from the troop. Yep, I will get that link to our YouTube channel in just a second. It's right on our website. So let me shut down everything here, so I can get to our website. Anybody else have any other questions? Anybody else? Let me get my thing. YouTube channel. We have a wonderful YouTube playlist. It's very, very full of awesome information. There are lots of videos from M2, like how to navigate the site, whether it's at the troop level or caregiver level. It's very helpful. So please check that out. And I would also ask that everyone goes to our actual website and look at everything we have available for you. I'll put that link as well. There we go. And there's the links to our page. Great. I hope everybody have received some really interesting information. I hope everybody takes this program and runs with it. It's a very easy and fun program. I love this. It's just fun. It holds a very big part in my heart, this program. And I hope that you all have fun with us and reach your goals and these amazing rewards and embrace the possibility of what can happen when you participate in Treats, Reads, and More. All right. All right, I thank you all. I'm going to give you back some of your time this evening. And feel free to reach out if you have any other questions.
Jacqueline, there are a couple of questions coming through in the chat still. So maybe even if people don't want to come off mic, maybe we can just kind of stay on for those that are looking to get their question answered there.
Sure, I will.
Or maybe we hit the last one. I couldn't tell.
Yep, my chat box was hidden. Okay, let me go back a little bit. If you wrote a question and that it was not answered, please stay behind and I will try to answer them all right now.
Yeah. Someone had asked what happens if a girl orders the treats, and I saw it once before. I don't understand the question fully, so maybe the person would like to come off mute. How does Scouts not participating in the sales affect the troop sales?
So if somebody received a postcard in the mail and some of their other scouts did not, it might have been because of the timing of when they registered for the program or registered for the membership year. It doesn't affect anything if they did not get it. But sometimes it could maybe lost in the mail in transit as well. If there's any issues, you can let us know. We can see where it could possibly be in transit. We'd be happy to look that up if you can send us that information. Oh, Colleen, you already responded to that. My apologies. Other girls. No, can the leader set up other girls' online stores? Only the caregiver can do that for that Girl Scout. Inactive girls, if a girl is not participating, she can just stay put. Proceeds are calculated based on girls selling, not registered, and that's the same way for cookies. Catch all of them? You're
Can
very
I
welcome.
and ask a question?
Sure.
Okay. With these like fall product program booths, like we did one year just with product we ordered ahead. And we'd like put it under girls that were gonna work the booth in advance because it was, once you have that product, there was no returning. We did it like in December at a Christmas event. Is there a way to like with cookies you can assign the product from the booth out to the individual girls towards their goals? Do these booths work in that way, or how do you then like give girls credit who are at the booths for what the product sells?
Yep, that is exactly how it will be. So you will have to once you put in your order, let's say you order 10 pieces of something, you order 10 items and you only bring back 2. So that means you sold 8 of them. So when you return the product on the dates that are on that sheet, then I will go in and assign those. I will charge your troop for those 8 items that were sold, and then you will have to go in and assign them to the girls that sold them. So it's kind of a quick turnaround, and then by the end of that week, I will process all of the rewards. So it's a kind of a quick deal. So you pick up your product, you sell it, you return what wasn't sold. I charge your troop for what was sold, and then you move those items to your girls.
Okay. I think that makes sense.
I'll send out communication to the troops that actually place the orders. So I will be talking with everybody throughout the process. So they'll be in the loop on how to do so.
Okay.
And then there was a question about how do they sign up for booths? So I thought maybe we could just kind of talk quickly about, if you want to talk quickly about that, and I'll put the link to the JOT form to request the product in here again in the chat. Jacqueline, if you want to answer the how do they sign up for a booth?
Sure, you can work with your coordinator, your fall product coordinator, and see if they can help reach out to your local polling place. Some service units have multiple polling places, and then see if anybody has signed up for that. Or if you don't want to do it on election day, you can go within any part in your community, in your service unit. Sometimes you have holiday gatherings at local churches or other type of community events and local gas stations maybe, and set up there. So it's very similar to the cookie program if you do something above and beyond, like a polling place.
And let's see.
As a
I saw
council
that.
employee, may I ask a question about the postcard? I just was doing some research because somebody had asked about the postcard going to some and not others. Do the girls need to be registered for the 2025 membership year already in order to have received those, or does that not matter?
We sent it to newly registered and members of 24. So it also depends on all that.
Yeah.
Again, that postcard does not prohibit a girl from selling in this program. It was just something to get into their hands, to just talk about it before maybe their troop talked about it or anything like that, but it does not prohibit them from participating this year.
You know, Jacqueline, really quickly, because I saw someone's question or comment about the postcard.
Mhm.
And do you know, were they bulk metered? I'm guessing they probably were.
Yes.
And so if it's bulk metered, one, if you're calling from Pennsylvania, they are a little slower with bulk metered mail. And two, your postal carrier does not have to give bulk metered mail the same courtesy as other mail. So sometimes it's a little bit slower in the delivery process, or depending on what they have to carry that day, could get overlooked. So that too could play in for someone who's looking for some postal mail.
Right. I hope that
Hi,
answers.
Jacqueline. This is Catherine. Sorry, I don't have my camera on. I have bad network tonight, so
Okay.
it won't handle the camera. Is there some place that either can be sent out in like a leader update or on the website, like a one page of all the deadlines? Because watching the presentation tonight, there were like a bunch of deadlines for different things here and there, and like when the drawings are and all that. And if we had it in like one, I call them cheat sheets, like one cheat sheet that tells us all the deadlines, it just helps us make sure we didn't miss something.
Yes, I would be happy to add that to our website. I'll put that on my task list and hopefully have it ready for early next week for everybody.
Maybe
I
in the
appreciate that.
service
And
unit
I'm
mailing
sorry
that goes
for the
out
extra
too.
work. It's just with so many dates, it gets confusing.
Sure. No problem. And yes, if anybody came in or out of this call, we will have this on our YouTube playlist. I will send over the recording to our team, and they will get it up on our playlist hopefully by the end of this week.